Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariana Torres, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because as if you guys saw my previous two videos, you guys know that I already have two baby boys, so I'm pregnant now with my third, and I did do this sneak peek gender reveal at the clinic, and it said boy. So I found that it was a boy like a week after I did that sneak peek because I let my brother do it, but then I was kind of like I wanted to do a party on Sunday of the week that I got my results, but my husband wanted to do it the following week on a Saturday, and I just did not want to wait that long. So what I did, I told him, let's just do it at home, like let's not even throw a party. And it was better for me that way because at the same time, if it was another boy, I don't want to, I didn't want someone to see my reaction I, because if it was for sure boy, I still hadn't known yet. Actually, I still hadn't known. But if it was a boy, I would get really sad. Okay, and so then we did the gender reveal. I'll probably put a sneak peek. I'll put a little clip of that of the popping of the gender reveal with me and my husband, and it was a boy, and I was really sad. I'm still very sad. It's been about maybe 4 weeks, 3 weeks that I already know that it's a boy. I'm currently 14 weeks, and I did the sneak peek at 10 weeks, so I learned at 11 weeks what I was having. So here I am 3 weeks later, and I still feel the same way, and I I feel even more because I was hoping that maybe it was wrong. The sneak peek was wrong, and that I was still having a girl because I felt different with this one. I felt more nauseous. I felt like I wanted more of the sweet stuff, things that you would feel like when you would have a girl. And so my husband was craving things. My husband is still craving things, unless he's just lying and he just wants things. But I just I just thought that it was wrong because also I have an 20-month-old baby boy, so I was hoping that maybe his stuff was still inside me and that it was reading the Y because of that. So then I had a sono, I believe on Tuesday of this week, which was November 4th. And I told the ultrasoundist that it said boy on the sneak peek and that I was hoping that it was wrong. And then that's why he typed right there, still a boy. And here is him. And so, yeah. I know that some people really do get mad because people get mad because they're having not the gender that they want, and it makes me mad too at the same time because it's not like I want to feel this way. It's not like I don't take care of my other two kids. But you can't help but want something, you know? So that's why it makes me angry when people get mad. Like when my second baby, I posted that I was disappointed of what I was having, and somebody commented on my Facebook, oh no, I posted that I was devastated when I found out the gender, and somebody posted, how could you be devastated of having a healthy baby? And I'm just like, and I was And I said, well, why can't I be human? You know, like I have feelings and I have desires and I have wants, and I already have a boy, and here I am having another boy. And when I first ever got pregnant, all I wanted was a girl, and here I am with two boys, which is now I have my boys. And obviously, if you see my YouTube channel, when I started my Facebook, when I started my YouTube channel, it was all about my first son, Mason, and now I have my second son, which is a little bit harder because now I have my son Mason, who's in first grade, and now I have a 2-year-old, which takes a lot of my time. So now I'm pregnant with my third, and here comes my son Mason. Say hi.
Hi.
Now go over there. I will have to. Well, anyways. So yeah. So here I am with my third boy. So yeah, I'm still very disappointed. I'm still very devastated. And yes, those are really bad words to use, I guess. If you think about it, some people get mad because they say that you're ungrateful because... Stop, Mason, please. What do you want? They say you're ungrateful because there's people out there that can't have babies or etc. And it's kind of like, ooh. So basically my feelings don't matter because other people are going through something that is more worse than me, or I'm supposed to not hurt because there's people that are not having babies. Like my pregnancy is high risk, and when I have this baby, like my second baby, I could literally die of a seizure, and that still doesn't prevent my feelings. I still have feelings. So, oh, okay, now I'm high risk. Like, I'm supposed to be so thankful that I'm having another boy. No, I have feelings. And personally, as bad as it sounds, I wanted a girl. Like, I don't have a sister. I don't have a cousin that is my age, like a year or two apart. I have a cousin, which is another female, and she's 7 years apart from me. And she's not girly at all. She's actually not the remorse girly. She doesn't like makeup. She doesn't like dresses. She doesn't like any of that. I have other female girls, cousins, which now they're older, and now I can be like makeup and all that stuff, so I can talk to them. Well, her, because I only have, well, I have two, but one's like she's very distant because my uncle divorced her mother, so we don't really connect. We see each other and we're on good terms, of course. I love my cousin. Like, even if I don't see them, you still have love for your family, right? So of course. And so I've always wanted a girl. You know, your girl, you can put bows, you can do unicorn parties, you can do, there's so many pretty things like dresses, everything's on sale for them. Like, pink is just so pretty. You can do everything, like put all the colors on them. And so with a boy, I already have a boy, I already have another boy, now I'm having another boy, like 2 years apart almost. Well, they're gonna be 2 years apart, so I have a lot of stuff for boys, so it kind of saddens me there too, because then I don't have to buy anything. I don't have to buy anything brand new, and I do want new things for this baby because I feel like he deserves new things, and other people already like, well, I guess you don't need to throw a baby shower, etc. Like, why not? You know? So yeah, I was... If I would have made this video like the day that I found out that it was a boy, you guys would have saw me crying. Like, I still cry about it. Like, I still talk about it. I still tell my husband that personally, I if I would have, like, it's so weird because you would have, if you think, like, I start thinking, like, okay, so me and my husband had sex this day, maybe I would have had a girl, and why did I use protection that day? Or you start thinking of those days, like, you know, you just start thinking of back in the years when I didn't think that I could have babies, because it took, me and my husband got together in 2006 and I had a baby in 2011, so I thought I was not able to have kids. I mean, I didn't try, but I was not. I would miss some of my birth control or do stuff that would cause me. Okay, so I know that gender disappointment can be pretty taboo. A lot of people uh, don't like that conversation. They don't agree with that, but I want other people to know that if you have gender disappointment, or if you sway for a different gender, or if you want a different gender more than the other, that is completely natural to feel that way, especially if you had multiple of the same gender. Like, it's okay, and you should, if you don't, if you're lucky enough to have like a boy and a girl, then you don't know how it feels like to have the same gender over and over and over. So for you to judge me on my feelings when you have both is kind of funny, because you are not even putting yourself in my shoes. How would you feel if they took away, if you don't have the opportunity, like with a girl, you have the mother-daughter conversations, you get to talk about their first boyfriend, their first crush, their first breakup, you can give them the advice, you can teach them, etc. Like for me, my mom, she told me from the very get-go when I was little that I needed to be a virgin till I got with the person that I was going to be with forever, and I did. My husband is my first and my only, so I really love him, and I want my daughter to be the same. Like, whenever I do or don't, my husband does not want any more kids. He said this is our last, so then that made me even more sad, because now he took away my opportunity of having a girl, and it's not fair to me. I think because he has two daughters. He has two daughters with previous girlfriends, so it's not fair, you know. And so then he said that, and it just really made me angry. It made me a little angry towards this baby, because I feel like this baby took that away from me. But really, it's not the baby's fault, and it's just me overthinking things, because I like to overthink things. So, yeah, gender disappointment is completely natural. It should not be something that people make fun of you about, because I watched, when you feel things, like you start watching videos to see if other people feel the same, and I saw a girl's page, and she talked about gender disappointment, and she said, she made a good point. She said, just because somebody is in a worse situation does not make mine or yours any less. So if I say the example she gave was, if I say my uncle died, and you said, well, my mom died, so I'm supposed to not hurt because you have it much worse than me, is basically what she was saying. And that is so true. Like, just because you're infertile, or you have trouble getting pregnant, now I'm not supposed to hurt. So that to me was like a good explanation to why people shouldn't judge other people for their hurt when it's not intentional. I don't intentionally want to feel like I don't want this baby. Like I don't, it's not like, obviously when I have this baby, my feelings are going to be 100% turned around. It's just taking longer this time because like it is my third baby. I completely thought it was a girl. Like, it still hurts me. You just want, and you see other people and you're like, okay, they wanted a boy the first time, they got a boy, and then they got a girl the second time, which they wanted a girl, and then they want a boy and they get a boy, and I'm just like, how are they so lucky that they get the gender that they want? And then another friend having a baby and she's already pregnant with a girl, and that's what you want and you don't have. And then other people are having babies and they were all having girls at your work and you were the only one not having a girl. Like, why? You know, why? I think that if I were to have had a girl with my first pregnancy, it didn't matter what I had after, as long as I had that girl. But things don't always work out in that way. But yes. So that's where I'm at with that gender. So I know that there'll be some negative comments. I know that that's a given. People obviously like to judge people or bully people for their feelings. And it's okay because it's part of life. All I have to say is that I am gonna love, of course, this baby. I'm not a bad mother. I don't consider myself a bad mother. My kids have everything. My boys have everything. Just like this baby will have everything. He has two parents that will love him. It's just taking me a little bit longer. And I think I will be super happy once I get my girl. But it's not gonna happen right now, so I have to get over it. It's really hard to get over it because you lost. It's kind of like you lost an imaginary baby that you thought that you could have had. But it is what it is. And I thought I could make this video because I kind of need to express my feelings. Express how I feel. And whenever you express your feelings and you don't keep them in, because I can't even tell my husband because my husband gets mad. But oh, another thing too, like if you're pregnant, if you find out someone so-and-so is pregnant, they tell you that they're swaying towards a different gender, don't be that person that says, whoa, it's a boy, or whoa, it's a girl. Like, don't be that person, because you are gonna get punched. But like, really, like, don't be that person. That's the most meanest thing to say to someone, that especially if you're having like the same, like if you already have two of the same gender and you already, or three or four, right, and you're hoping for that other gender that you don't have, and some relative or some friend is gonna say, well, I bet it's in the most meanest way, I bet it's a boy, or I bet it's a girl, or I don't even know why you're, I don't know how it said, but they're not even a doctor or anything. They don't even have kids. And they're just like, I bet it's a boy, or, you know, like, don't say that. Don't say those things. Like, it's not something to joke with. Like, feelings are not something to joke with. I would never joke like that or wish that on that person. Ew. Mocosa. But yeah, I will totally edit this video because it needs to be edited. But, yeah. But yes. Yeah, definitely wanted to make this video because I actually feel a little bit better, believe it or not. This is a picture of the baby, and he actually has his little hand here, like that. It was so funny. Yeah, because, okay, so like here's his head, and then here's his hand. You see it? And it's right underneath the chin. You see that? So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you totally, even though you see it there, like, yeah, boy, right? You kind of like hoping that it wasn't. Like, hopefully, hoping that maybe something happened that stretched that area out. I don't know. But it's not, like, there's no way. But yeah.